Hey everyone. Tate is home. Aren't you? Hi Joe. Hi Nellie. Hi Mary. Hey Apple. Linda. Hi Patrick. I have an update from Tate's MRI and some next steps. So, first of all, of course, the first thing that Tate does when she gets home is eat a whole bunch, right? That hasn't changed. She went right to the food and has been eating a ton. She might eat this entire update. She smells like the vet, so my cats are sniffy. All right, let's leave her alone for now. Okay, so first of all, I am super excited, just like Lisa E is, that Tate is home. She's not in the clear though. She's home temporarily. So as I think most, if not all of you know, I brought Tate in, brought her up to Red Bank Animal Hospital on Monday. No, Tuesday. Yesterday. And because she had 2 seizures yesterday morning, about 3 hours apart. And she's only ever had 1 seizure before. And that was at the end of June. So having 2 seizures in one day, can you move please? Thank you. Was I knew there was something wrong. And oh, okay, that was abrupt. You're just done now. Okay. You're just done now. She might end up wandering in the rest of the house, and there's not much I can do about that. I'm not gonna follow her all over the house. Sorry, guys. So, so we went back this afternoon to view the results of the MRI, and we learned some things, which I think is good. Oh, there you go. So we do have answers, but she did well. She has to have anesthesia for the MRI, so she did well under anesthesia. It's always risky for hydrocats to go under anesthesia, so she did just fine on that. And then what the MRI does is it's a detailed image of the inside of her body, essentially. So, now she needs some water. So we were checking to see if her shunt was working correctly, and possibly if there was an infection in her shunt. She's kind of restless. And the MRI showed that neither of those things were true. However, what it showed was that the way the shunt works is she has a valve. She's not going to stay still for me. She has a valve on the top of her head, which is kind of that little bump. And then there's a tube that connects from this valve and goes all the way down the side of her body, and then connects. It's actually on the left side, but it connects in her abdomen. So what happened was that the tube, it cracked. And that means that the shunt has not been working since it was cracked. The shunt, the actual like metal piece that's up here, had the tube connects to it, and sort of right after that connection, it had snapped and cracked. Dr. Glass had only ever seen this happen 2 or 3 times before, ever. So it's pretty rare for this to happen. Remember that the shunt that is placed in Tate is a human shunt, and it's meant for a little baby, a little human baby. And so what's thought to have happened is that the way it's described is she was overactive, which she's not really too crazy, but something she did, some kind of activity she did, twisted it the wrong way, and somehow it cracked. It's, like I said, it's pretty rare that this happens, but she managed to do it. Okay, she's just wandering off now. She managed to do it. So I'll show myself now. And so the shunt, like I said, is no longer working correctly at this point. It's not draining the fluid in her brain. So she does have, the MRI show that she does have fluid buildup at this point. And that's the reason that, most likely is the reason that she's been having seizures. And she also has had a hard time getting comfortable, like laying down. She keeps trying to keep her head up. So, that's from the fluid buildup. So that's, of course, a very dangerous situation. That's the situation that we were in with her when she got the shunt. And the shunt has saved her life by draining all of that excess fluid. So the deal is that it does need to be fixed. She certainly cannot live without the shunt. It's absolutely keeping her alive. So you guys, I'm getting to it. You're asking all these questions as I'm giving the update. Yes, patience. So I gotta turn it off. Keep getting distracted trying to give an update with all these questions. There she is again. Oh, now she's leaving. Okay, so maybe I'll turn this off. I hear the kittens upstairs screaming, so that's also distracting. Can you tell Crush to quiet down, please? All right, so she needs to have surgery to fix this as soon as possible, because, like I said, the one piece of equipment that's keeping her alive is not working right now. So she's okay today. She was sent home with some medication, one medication for seizures to help prevent them, and one medication, an antibiotic. So hopefully we can keep the seizures at bay until she has surgery. It's tentatively scheduled for next Friday. And that's the reason it's a little bit of a ways off is because we actually need time, or Dr. Glass needs time to be able to order everything. So all the pieces. He does have to order a shunt, the shunt that she has, because there are 3 scenarios, although with Tate, who knows, that she could throw him for a loop. But the 3 scenarios that are most likely is that Glass can either, so he's not going to know until he can actually do the surgery and open up and see what's going on inside. And so we won't find out until the day of the surgery, what happens. But it's possible that he'll be able to wrap where the tube was broken, be able to wrap that. And so basically just repairing the tube that's already there. Duct tape, exactly. Some form of duct tape. So we have the duct tape option. The second one is, the second scenario would be that he needs to replace the entire tube. So she would just need a brand new tube. That does actually go, oh, I was just going to show, she just ran it. She's like, I think she's really excited to be home. She keeps running around. So that would actually, if you remember when she got her shunt before the surgery, she had, oh my goodness, the whole side of her was shaved. And, oh my goodness me. And so they likely would have to do that again. And she's going to have a new haircut. I'm going to finish this up and then go see why they're all yelling upstairs. All right. And then the last option, it would be the stinkiest, suckiest option, but it's possible that that the shunt itself would need to be replaced. And the most likely reason for that would be because the tube has been broken. We don't know for how long. Between the valve where the tube is and then it goes and drains into her abdomen, it's all what's the word? I have hypoallergenic in my mind, but that's not it. Sterile. It's a whole sterile environment. So because part of that whole sterile system has been opened up, she could have actually gotten bacteria and other things into the tube, which would go back to the shunt. And that could have happened, which would mean that the shunt itself needs to be replaced. We really hope that's not the case. Glass will have it on. He'll have the shunt ready, just in case that happens. And, he'll have everything he needs. He'll have the tube ready and, the shunt there and everything, just in case. But, yeah. Unfortunately, warranty-wise goes, this shunt is not, they're not made for animals. They're made for people. So, we're using this off the book, and it's worked for plenty of cats already, but you think about, like I said, this particular shunt is used for human babies, and a human baby is not running around, right? They're just kind of rolling around in a basket. So, at the same time, it's not a common occurrence. Like I said, Dr. Glass has only seen this like 2 or 3 times in his entire life where the tube itself broke. So, we don't expect that this is something that would keep happening. It's definitely sort of a freak thing that happens. Shunts fail. This was sort of the thing from the very beginning, that I said a lot, is that, she had a very successful surgery last October, and it absolutely saved her life. But it wasn't a one and done. We knew it wasn't going to be a one and done. And here we are. So shunts do fail. It happens for a lot of different reasons. So there's just a lot of noises here. So that's where we are. So if the parts come in before next Friday, then she'll go earlier. So as of right now, the plan is we're going to take her up on next Thursday. She'll spend the night, and then her surgery will be on Friday. If Glass can get everything in before that, we might end up bringing her up like Wednesday or something like that. So we'll see. It's just got to wait and see with that. And I think that is everything I can answer for now. I'm going to be putting, I have a disc with the MRI images, so I'm going to be hooking that up and trying to get some screenshots. Hi, Michelle. I'm glad to see you. I honestly have no idea how much it's going to cost. I know that I should have asked while I was there, of course, but I just was so excited to see Tate, honestly, that I had a really hard time like focusing on anything else. So yeah. And I guess we're gonna leave it with Miss Ramona here. Yeah, so I'll post some pictures once I get the MRI up, and I could take some screenshots of it. I haven't seen the actual images yet, but I imagine I'll be able to see get some photos or screenshots like of the actual tube breakage. So I'll see what I can get, and then I'll post those. And I find MRIs fascinating, so I'm probably gonna stare at those for a little while. They did not drain any fluid this time around. Draining is actually a very risky procedure in itself. So you're back. She's just doing circles around the house. So I think they're, for now, we're just really hoping that we can make it until the surgery without having to do anything invasive. Hopefully the medication will keep her from seizing. But if she does continue to have seizures before her surgery, Dr. Glass wanted us to bring her back. He gave us the option of either keeping her hospitalized until her surgery next week or bringing her home. And, of course, the answer was bring her home. So, but if something happens and she starts to go downhill, then we'll definitely bring her back. She doesn't want to stay on cam. She's very busy right now. She's got a lot of things to do because she missed like a whole day here. All right, well, thank you so much for for tuning in and listening to our update. And she's going to get a crappy new haircut before her big birthday. It's true. All her 1 year birthday party, her birthday photos are going to be with a funny haircut. Oh, poor girl. Oh, my goodness. Well, on that note, thank you everyone for continuing to follow her, and of course I'll keep providing updates. I did not take her up to see the aquarium close up. She was really itching to get. She actually wanted to get out of the stroller and just get out of there. So we didn't hang around for too long. Yeah, anybody who wants to get a mohawk in solidarity with Tate, I want to see it. All right. I don't think she's going to make another round here before I say goodbye. So I'll see you guys online, and bye for now.